It's another week, another day, and I'm still wearing the same shit because I did the recordings on November 22. Now, what I'm going to be reading might have already happened and there might already be stuff out there, but I'm still going to put it out for you guys, right? So this is Trump versus Biden. We'll do the first part of the readings on Trump versus Biden. Is Trump going to be able to get the elections overturned? Because we know Trump is gung-ho and he is a fighter. Is he going to be able to? If he isn't, then we're going to take a quick look at Biden's government. How about that? Okay. Welcome to the course of the Bantu. Your priestess has been at war and the baboons keep adding up. I mean, my God, I got a whole list, okay, from the YouTube channel. I have 2 more baboons to fight. It sucks, but it's true. 2 more baboons to fight, and I literally had to write them down, okay? Manjenjenje, Ska Masunda, the owner of the channel, Jija, Shumba, Shadrach, Mordecai, and 2 more I have yet to identify by name, a man and a woman. They keep adding up and they keep coming after me. They keep coming after my voice. They keep coming after my metaphysical wealth. They keep coming after my relationships. They are coming after my YouTube channel. They are coming after everything that I am. They are even coming after my family and my man. Okay, they are literally coming after everyone over there in the safari park in Baboon Land. Baboon Land. These people are coming after everything. Manjenjenje wants fame. She thinks she can be very famous. Please go and check out her video and tell her sister if you think she can be famous. Ska Masunda wants wealth. He wants to travel. Jija wants to leave the Baboon Land for overseas. They all want to leave Baboon Land for overseas and they think they're going to do it riding my back. Shumba wants to leave Baboon Land and come overseas riding my back. Shadrach wants my metaphysical wealth because he didn't go to school for business and he doesn't know that money is got at the stock exchange, not by using someone else's energy, because the first money he got by killing somebody. And Mordecai, God knows what Mordecai wants, but Mordecai wants something. And the other 2, a man and a woman, whom I am going to identify, even if it kills me, because me, I like to throw my defense directly in the name of the person. I'm sure they want the same thing. They all want to leave. They all want fame. They all want money. They all want, you know, all this stuff. And they look at me and I dazzle them. They are jealous, envious, inferior, garbage. And they are keeping me busy by stealing my voice. Okay, okay. This garbage is keeping me busy by stealing my voice. So sometimes I have a voice, sometimes I don't. It is annoying. Nobody taught these people that you work hard for yourself, that you let your light shine. You don't jump on someone else's light and you don't jump into someone else's life and wear it. And I'm going to teach them that, listen, I was being nice. I'm not being nice no more. I'm going to teach them. They're going to learn. They're going to learn. Okay, so I'm happy to be coming back to myself. Okay, I am truly coming back to myself, and I don't care how many of them gang up on a bitch. They're gonna learn. Okay, they're gonna learn, and nobody is leaving Baboon Land because I say so. Okay. Listen up, my JJJ. Ska, Jija, Shumba. and Mordecai, because Shadrach lives in England, there where he pretends to be a mogul when he should have gone to school to learn about the stock exchange. You ain't leaving Baboon land. You're not, because I say so. You're not leaving. You're staying there. You are never stepping out of Baboon land. You're going to live and die there. That's what's going to happen to you, because I said so. We cannot allow you to contaminate the whole world with darkness. Oh, hell, motherfucking no. We cannot. We cannot. If anybody wants to check out what I'm talking about, please go to the Ska Masunda YouTube channel. I shall put a link in the bottom of this thing so that you can check out the dark skilled practitioners who have grouped together to come after my light. And boy, have they tortured a bitch. They have grouped together to come after my light and to come after my soul and to come after my ancestors. And like I said, they even came after my personal life, came after my man, came after my son, came after my friends, came after everything that I own. Because they think that if they pull me down and pull everything that I am down, they can then harvest me in peace and happiness. Ain't gonna happen. I am the chosen for a reason. I have skills that you people do not even know. Okay? Ain't gonna happen. So now it's gloves are off. Gloves are off. For them, they started this war 2 years ago. The war starts for me today. Okay? Ain't gonna happen. You're gonna live and die poor. As the garbage that you are. With your dark skilled things, you're gonna live and die poor, okay? That's what's gonna happen to you, okay? Because God, the God of the Bantu, has refused to allow you to win. And on that note of the God of the Bantu, He who is the Father of everything and He who creates everything and He who puts this system. I'm not fond of this system, God. We shall have to have words. Okay. I'm not fond of this system, okay? Not fond of it. Not fond of it. We shall have to have words. But anyway, this God of our God, the God of the Bantu, created this system, and who decided that this physical plane was where each soul proved itself. There is only one question to the Bantu God. One question that you need to answer as his child. One, who are you? One question. Who are you? And so the God of the Bantu, he puts a gauntlet for you in this physical plane so that you answer that question in full. Each and every one of you, according to the Bantu religion, is running through a gauntlet to your identity. Your ancestors did it before you. Their ancestors did it before them. And so on and so on. And you are doing it now. Who are you? And you know who you are with every choice you make, every decision you make, everything that comes out of your mouth, everything that you eat, everything that you breathe, everything that you smoke, everything that you think, everything that you do, every battle, every joy, every single second of your life decides who you are. And by the end of your life, the God of the Bantu is going to ask you that question. Who are you? And then you're either going to find yourself to the right, where all these people who are attacking me are going to go. They're going to go to the right, where they will turn into the dark energies that they are using right now. They'll go to most of that safari park, they'll go to the right. 99% of that safari park is going to the right. And then there are the average normal people like you and I will go to the left, where we are reincarnated. and we live other lives, right? We don't necessarily always come back as the same race. You can come back as another race and another race. In my last life, I was Indian. In my life before that, I was Egyptian. So you get to come, we don't always have to be the same race. And then those who did great, those who did good, those who powered through everything, those whom, when God asked at the end of the day, who are you? And they said, I'm a good person. What makes you say you're a good person? I stood on my truth. They become ancestors. To become an ancestor, you don't not only have to be good. In fact, you don't even need to be good. You need to stand on your truth. You need to stand on your truth. The good, the bad, the ugly. You need to stand on your truth. And this right here is the system that has this board. This is the system of the Bantu. These are the courts of the Bantu. And my Xhosa ancestors lead them. Yeah, we're still doing our shit. We're fighting our battles. We win some, we lose some, but we're still doing our shit. But one thing we know for sure, them baboons are staying where they are. Okay, having said that, I miss music. Biden versus Trump. Okay. My ancestors already saw in advance that the elections would be rigged. So we're not going to take that back. We already saw that. We're not going to take it back. We knew the elections were going to be rigged. We knew that Trump might or might not fight it. And now we see what we saw. He is fighting it, and we'd like to know if he is going to win. Okay. So who do we call? Who do we call? Joe Biden. Okay. Joe Biden. Joe. Joe is ill. It's almost not a good thing to be reading him. He's not healthy. He might look outwardly healthy physically, but something is going on with his brain, the back of his brain. He walked into the plate. Amy, focus. The back of the brain and the front of the brain. Also, right by his penis area there, like between his penis area and his thigh, there's also a redness, a severe redness. But that may be temporary for today. The brain heat is increasing. The brain heat is increasing. It's getting more and more and more, right? The brain heat is increasing. Let's see. Yeah, he's got some kind of degenerative brain disease, and I hope he doesn't watch this because he may not even know. So he stumbled into the plate for that reason. He stumbled into the plate for that reason because he's got some kind of brain disease, and I'm not even sure that he will finish his 4-year term. But anyway, because he's like that, he is kind of dazed. He's like in a daze. He doesn't know how to handle this win because, why? Because deep down he knows it wasn't a win. Deep down he knows it wasn't a win. But here's what is killing me about him. He couldn't care less. He doesn't give a fuck. He could not care less. He doesn't give a fuck. Okay, he is not invested in this presidency. He is reluctant. He didn't want to be. He's rejecting it, but he is taking one for the team. Yes, he's literally taking one for the team. He is rejecting it. He's taking one for the team, but he couldn't care less. And he just thinks this is too much for him. He needed to rest. He needed a break. He needed to be out of it. You know, he was done with politics, but he has to take one for the team. He owes the team, and this was his payback. But he doesn't even think that he can make it to the 4 years, and he really doesn't want to. America, you got yourself a very reluctant president in Joe Biden. On that note, I'll see you on the other side. I had to take a commercial break because my ancestors started downloading more information in my head about my battles when I was doing this. Okay. We've just identified the other dark skilled practitioner from the YouTube channel. Anyway, so I'm back. So I had to cut off so that they could finish their download in my head, and then we could continue. So what we have here is a president who is reluctant to lead, and he doesn't want to lead, so he won't be leading. Okay, he won't be leading. So I'm fascinated by this because now I'm going to do a reading on Joe Biden himself. Joe, show me your life. Joe, show me your life. Joe, show me your life. Okay. So a shell falls, and it's the same thing. It is bad health, ill health, bad health. Okay. And we go to what we actually saw, and it is right here, you guys. It is right here. It's right here, what we were seeing in him. This is Joe, and he is surrounded by people. He is in a cage. He is in a situation not of his own making. He is in a freaking cage. They totally had a meeting and forced him to run for president and forced him to sit there like a stooge. He is being led by a woman. A woman is leading him, and that woman is being led by this secretive, very quiet individual out here who is the youngest of them all. No joke. Your president is being led by a woman. She's in her 60s. We saw this before. We're not surprised. In her 60s. And she is being led. She reports to someone who is in his 30s. His 30s. He's rich. He's extremely fucking wealthy. He is rich. He is in his early 30s. 31, 32. He's got blonde hair. Don't quote me on that. I really don't know the colors of Caucasian hair. If it's light hair, to me, I say it's blonde. If it's dark hair, to me, I say it's black. Okay, don't quote me on that. But he has blonde hair. He has light-colored hair. He is very tall. And he is led by... He is not alone. I'm going to say it. As I was doing this, I heard Mark Zuckerberg. He is not Mark Zuckerberg, but Mark Zuckerberg is one of the people there. Literally, he's one of them. Okay, he's one of them. So, This is a conglomerate, this little group here, this little group that this woman reports to as she runs Joe. This is a conglomerate of like very, very, very rich men who wanted Trump out of power. I got Mark Zuckerberg and I'm sticking to it. But the guy who's leading this is in his 30s. He has light hair. I think Mark Zuckerberg has dark hair. He has light hair. He's very tall, like 6 foot something. Very tall and very thin. And he is in his 30s, 31, 32. And he's leading it. And this woman reports directly to him. And he tells the other dudes in the club. 4 dudes, 1, 2, 3. One of them is very, very much hidden, like right in the shadows, like, oh, no, don't identify me. But, the one who doesn't want to be identified is the one who chose Camilla. This is Camilla right here. I think it's Camilla. Kamala. This is Kamala right here. He is the one who chose Kamala. He's the one who said, put that black woman. That's what I heard. I'm going to say it. Put that black woman as the vice president and they'll all vote for us. Kamala can't stand him, so there's no personal relationship here. He can't stand her. She can't stand him. There's no personal relationship, but he's the one who puts the Biden and Sleepy Biden and Kamala Harris ticket together. And he is sleepy. I'm not saying it in a nasty, vicious way. He is sick and he actually sleeps a lot. He is. But it was, so big business has picked the president of the United States. Okay. Big business has picked the president of the United States. Wow. So they've caged this poor guy, and he had a lot of people pushed him into accepting it. And they were like, you owe us, we did you favors. He was pushed. One of the people who pushed him, Barack and Michelle. They pushed him into accepting it. But there was also a lot of opposition from his family. His family was devastated. Literally, his family is devastated that he was pushed into it. A lot of opposition from his family. They didn't want this. Especially his wife and daughter. They didn't want this because they know it's unhealthy for him. But he's going to give it a go. He's going to give it his best shot. But he's never going to be able to make decisions by himself because he's looking towards this woman who runs him, who is being run. He's going to give it a go. He's going to give it his best shot. His best shot. We will give him that. He's going to give him his best shot. It really is. Really is. It's amazing. Okay, so what will your government be like, Biden? What will your government be like? What will your government be like, Biden? What will your government be like? Okay, a lot of losses. And in the very beginning, there are going to be a lot of losses. For who? You or the people. He says for him. Him. A lot of losses. He's going to lose a lot. It's going to be a difficult start because there are too many hands on deck. Too many people involved. Too much talking. Talking. Too many people involved. And really, his government is going to be lousy. Yeah, his government is going to be lousy. I ain't going to lie. Okay. He is going to try, though. I'll keep commending him for trying. His government is going to be lousy. His hands are so tied that there is no choice or decision that he can make. And in the long run, the people of the United States will say that was the worst government we ever had. Right here. The worst government. He will always be in this cage. He's never going to break free. He's never going to get out of the cage. He will always be in this cage. But at some point, Kamala is going to take point. Like Kamala will be the one who, you know, you should be seen more often. We'll be seeing her more often, doing more often stuff and what have you. So Miss Kamala will be rocking it. But guess what, guys? Guess what? She should be rocking it in a very bad way. She... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, she'll be rocking it in a very bad way. In a very bad way. Like, things will go down. Yes. America, do not look forward to a great 4 years politically. Things are gonna go down. So what are the consequences for the public? Consequences for the public. Biden, is the American public going to be better off financially? Is the American public going to be better off financially? Is the American public going to be better off financially? Yes or no? Yes or no? Well, as it currently takes over, the American public is going to lose a lot financially. Yeah, you're actually going to lose more under currently, like what's coming, a huge chunk financially. A lot of you are going to lose it. Okay. And even as I put this together, it fell. So, yeah, there will be a huge loss, huge financial losses for a lot of people, right? And there will be struggle financially for a while, and then like towards the end of Biden's presidency, things will, you know, look up a bit. But yes, America, you're gonna go through a hard time. That means we're all gonna go through a hard time. You really are gonna go through a really hard financial time, hard, and things are gonna, woo. A lot of financial institutions and situations are going to collapse. And yes, there's going to be hardship and suffering, and it's just going to get worse. There's going to be hardship and suffering. Then things will look up after a while, but there's going to be hardship and suffering. Yes. I don't like that. And no matter what the Biden government tries to do, they are completely blocked. They're just not smart enough. I'm not saying it as an insult, okay? They're just not smart enough at handling this crisis. There's just not enough brain power in the room. You know, there's not enough brain power in the room. They are completely blocked, like stumped. Whatever they try to do brings them down and brings them back. Ooh. And when the rise begins to happen, it's a very small rise. Very small rise. Guys, let's all struggle. Whatever. We're going into a hard time. We're going into a hard time. Okay. So, why am I doing this? I'm stressed. There was something I wanted. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. So let's move on. I'm almost done. Okay. So Biden. Are you going to serve a full term? Biden, are you going to serve a full term? Biden, are you going to serve a full term? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Well, in Biden's term, like I said, loss of money, loss of wealth to America. As I was shaking, wealth fell. And as I threw the thingies, wealth fell again. So yeah, in Biden's time, lots of wealth falling off the board. Alrighty, lots of wealth falling. Is he gonna serve a full term? We get a yes. There is the Biden government is going to serve a full term. We get a yes. This is a yes. But it's shaky. The beginning of this government is shaky. The beginning of it is shaky. There is lots of doubt. But there's lots of doubts. But the Biden government is going to it's going to serve. Well, we asked if it's going to serve a full term, but it's not. Oh God. It's that blockage, that's what that I keep saying. When I see blockages, I get very upset because my life is full of them. So that blockage that we see, we are seeing it again. You know what I'm saying? It's like he is blocked from doing anything at all. Anything at all. His hands are tied like this. He's like 12 years a slave. His hands are tied. And they are not only just tied by the incompetency of his government, but they are also tied by the president himself not being 100. Okay. So is Trump going to win his challenge against Joe Biden? Is Trump going to win his challenge against Joe Biden? Is Trump going to win his challenge against Joe Biden? Is Trump going to win his challenge? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Well, the challenge is pregnant. Oh my God. The challenge is full of truth. Okay? Truth. That is what the veil is saying. That is what we are getting. It is full of truth. You know, no lie is being told there by the challenger. All right? And he can actually win. This is shocking. Trump can actually win, and Trump is set to win the challenge. But they're going to talk to Trump. This is the Biden team talking to Trump. They're going to talk to Trump. They're going to talk to him. Okay? And yeah, they're going to have internal talks with him, and they're going to offer him something. Something is going to be put on the table. Something. And it'll end. Okay? That's what we're getting. In fact, it seems like the talks, because I'm sitting here, the talks are in progress as we speak. The talks are in progress to resolve this. So there's negotiation in the background, there's talking, there's all that jazz and 2 cents. Okay, but yeah, if Trump decides that he's not going to accept the deal the Democrats are putting in front of him as they are talking with him, if he decides that, he can win because the evidence is overwhelming. Okay, so my ancestors said the Biden's win ushers in the beginning of the coming of the Hitler-like president of the United States, whom I'm hoping will, I'll be dead. I just want to live and love, people. I just want to live and love. So I'm hoping I'll be dead. But my ancestors said the Biden win ushers in the greater evil. And as a historian, I'm beginning to I didn't understand what they were saying, but having read Biden, at least I got the first step, steps to a grave. I got the first step. First step, economic collapse of the United States. Well, first step was this whole election debacle. That was the first step. Second step was Joe Biden, who I personally find very boring. Joe Biden. And now the third step will be economic collapse under the Democratic government. Economic collapse brings hardships. Hardships make people dark. Really. The safari park was made dark by a man who made it unbearable to live in. So now they try to kill everybody to get out. Okay, so it's the same thing here. Then will come the rabid racism, the racism that will come with hardships, the rabid racism, and then the rabid racism will bring out the Hitler-like leader who will be for one race and will torture all the other races depending on how he feels about them. And then America will be changed forever. What I'm learning is that every culture does have a dictator, past, present, or future. There be a Hitler-like character who is just waiting to take advantage of the suffering of the people. And on that note, I'm done. Thank you all so much. And I hope to see you all next week. And I hope this week brings you much joy, much love, much compassion. I hope at least one of the things in your life comes true. One of the dreams in your life comes true. And I hope it is superb and perfect. And I sincerely, sincerely hope that life treats you kindly. Because this right here is hell. In the Bantu religious philosophy, we're in hell. May you jump your next gauntlet with strength. May you do just that. Bye, guys. See you next week.